Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So, I have a little acquisitions video for you today. Now, the only reason why I was able to get these acquisitions is because one of my wonderful Yarny friends here in the YouTube streets and outside of YouTube, I might add, was very, very kind to gift me a few pennies. I'm not going to tell you the amount, that's between me and her. And I decided to put it towards a little bit of content for the channel, but to also treat myself to a couple of bits and pieces that eventually one day I hope I will use. Now, we all know that one, don't we, guys? Now, the gorgeous friend of mine who did gift me was the gorgeous Crafty Moo Sarah. If you are not familiar with Crafty Moo Sarah, I will pop her channel link down in the description box for you. Please do go over and check her out. She has some awesome content. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman. I love her to absolute bits and pieces. I have been lucky enough to meet her in person, have an actual hug, and I've even stayed in her house and been in her yarn barn, folks. So, Sarah gifted me this little bit of money back a few weeks ago now when the prison job was lost and I hadn't yet secured the new job. But it was around the time that I went for the interview, which meant that I did get the job in the end. And I had been holding on to it because I thought I wanted to treat myself if I was successful. So on the day of the interview, I used a little bit of it to treat myself to a pasty and a slice of cake and a bottle of fizzy pop or soda, as some of you call it, because, you know, I was nervous going into the interview. I very rarely buy food outside of what we've got in the cupboards. And I thought, you know what, after doing that interview and trying so hard to rectify the job situation, I deserved a little treat. And because Moo had sent me a few pennies, I decided to treat myself to a bit of a nicer lunch than I normally have. And then I kept the rest of it and thought I will use that when something strikes my fancy. And I will use it to buy these things that I'm going to show you today. Now, what I'm going to show you today is 3 crochet books. They will appear on the channel at some point for a more in-depth book look, and they will also appear for a label my library. But for today, I'm going to give you a brief look at these books, and yeah, there we have it. So this book, the first book that I'm going to show you, is the first purchase I made, and I don't know how I stumbled across it. I think I stumbled across it when I was on... No, I was ordering books for somebody else. And I just thought, while I'm here, I'll have a look at what crochet books they've got. And this one came up and it was for pre-order. This is a brand new release. Well, by the time you see this, it will have been out for a week, maybe 2 at this point. Some of you may have even got yourself a copy. But I have so much scheduled content that I had to squeeze it in. So this isn't a brand new release, get it now. But it's still relevant, it's still appropriate. Bear with me a sec, guys. I've just received a text that I need to deal with. Many apologies. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It is to do with the boys and soccer matches and things that we need to get prepared for tomorrow. Anyway, you don't need to know about that. Let's go back to this brand new book that has only recently been released. Now, a lot of you will know that I am a massive Harry Potter fan. I am a Potterhead. I belong to the House of Hufflepuff and I am proud. You may have seen me in my Hufflepuff big, thick, fleecy, warm oodie. But yes, I have the other Harry Potter crochet book, but this is a newer one. And here it is, guys. This is from the films of Harry Potter, the official book of crochet amigurumi. And it is written by Julianne with Jodie Revenson, or Revenson. We have a Cornish pixie, we have the Snitch, we have the Howler, we have Dumbledore, we have Harry, we have a Pygmy Puff, we have Luna Lovegood, and we have the late great Professor McGonagall, aka Dame Maggie Smith, who recently passed away. Then on the back, we have an ogre, we have Fluffy the three-headed dog, we have a bottle of Skelly Grow, and we have Professor Sprout. And there are more inside than what I've even showcased on the cover. It is a really lovely hardback book. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have had a quick flick through. Word of warning, this is written in UK terminology. I am from the UK. I can work from UK patterns, but I do prefer US. So if this has piqued your interest, do be aware that it is in fact written in UK terms. I will read you the back blurb. It says, crochet your own adorable amigurumi Harry Potter, Dumbledore, Buckbeak and more with Harry Potter, the official book of crochet amigurumi. Learn the art of amigurumi to create small plushy versions of your favourite Harry Potter characters, creatures and magical objects. Loaded with cuteness and more than 25 amigurumi patterns, Harry Potter, the official book of crochet amigurumi, will have you crocheting adorable witches and wizards in no time. Designs are included for every skill level using a wide range of stitches and techniques and featuring yarn matched to the colours used in the films. Also included are behind-the-scenes facts and quotes from the films, as well as concept art and film stills to inspire your creativity. With beautiful full-colour photography and step-by-step instructions, Harry Potter, the official book of crochet amigurumi, is the ultimate guide to creating your own adorable companions from the wizarding world. Patterns include Rubeus Hagrid, Pygmy Puff, Scabbers, Crookshanks and Trevor, he's a toad, the Monster Book of Monsters, and so many more. So, should we have just a little sneak peek? I think we should. We'll do a proper book look another day, but I will just show you. It is high quality images and printing, guys. I mean, look at little old Scabbers there with the Elder Wand and a scarf and all sorts of loveliness going on. This is a Green Finch publication, created by Insight Editions LP, and they are from San Rafael, Los Angeles and London. Okay, so the contents. I will read you the contents and then I'll just flick through some random pages. So we've got an introduction, and then in chapter 1 we've got captivating characters. There is Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, Draco Malfoy, Luna Lovegood, Albus Dumbledore, Minerva McGonagall, Severus Snape, Pomona Sprout and Rubeus Hagrid. Chapter 2 are magical creatures and animal companions. We have Scabbers, Crookshanks, Trevor, Fluffy, Norbert, Buckbeak, Cornish Pixie, Merperson, Troll and Pygmy Puff. Oh, so that wasn't an ogre, that was a troll. Do apologise. Chapter 3, Enchanting Artifacts. We have a chocolate frog, golden snitch, winged keys, howler, Skelly Grow bottle, the Monster Book of Monsters, golden egg and the Elder Wand. It then goes through abbreviations, yarn resource guide and acknowledgements, and the project skill levels. 1 lightning bolt is beginner, 2 lightning bolts is intermediate, and 3 lightning bolts is advanced. But even on the contents page, there are some beautiful pictures of what to expect inside, guys. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. I'm excited. I haven't made anything from the other Harry Potter book yet, but I'm glad I've now got this on my shelf because one day. Okay, so chapter 1, there's all of the people, well, not all of them, but a selection of the people that will be inside chapter 1. And let me just randomly pick. So here's Harry Potter. That's what your Harry should look like, should you wish to make him from this book. Gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And who else shall we pick? There's Loopy Luna Lovegood with her Quibbler spectacles on. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And let's go for, okay, so we do have Minerva McGonagall. But if I'm going to make McGonagall, which I'm sure I will, I am going to have to pop glasses on her because Dame Maggie Smith always looked down her glasses a little bit like that. So I will be putting glasses on her, but in their version they didn't. That is her there. And just to compare, that's the doll version that they've made. But that is Dame Maggie Smith herself. See, glasses perched on the end of her nose. She needs glasses, guys. So you get full picture photography. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else can I feature? Okay, magical creatures and animal companions. There's a selection of them there. I mean, the pygmy puff, just wowzers. Okay, so let's pick a couple of those. So there are like film quotes through the book as well. So from Ron Weasley, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, he said, "A cat? Is that what they told you? Looks more like a pig with hair if you ask me." But that is their Crookshanks, which is Hermione's cat. That's their version there. There are little bits of info all the way through. So behind the magic, when the Weasleys, Harry and Hermione celebrate Christmas dinner with Sirius Black, Crookshanks watches on a stool. Sardine juice was rubbed on Crackerjack's mouth to encourage her to lick her lips. And there is a picture of Hermione and Ron with Crookshanks in the film. It's just stunning, guys. It really, really is. I love it. There we go. There's Buckbeak, the hippogriff. That's the crocheted version. And then I'm pretty sure that, here we go, behind the magic. Every feather on the 3 life-size models of Buckbeak was individually inserted and glued on by hand. Okay, and there is a picture of him in the film. It is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I've got to show you this one. This is the chocolate frog. And I think you do get the pattern for the chocolate frog box that he sat in. Isn't he adorable? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, behind the magic, director Chris Columbus remembers actor Rupert Grint, who plays Ron, thought this was the greatest day of his acting career because we were letting him eat chocolate and candy all day while filming his scene eating sweets inside the train compartment in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Okay. And yes, you do get the pattern for the box. And I'm going to try really hard not to give you much of the pattern because they're not my patterns, but that is the chocolate frog from the film. And let's just do one more. Okay, the Monster Book of Monsters. Don't know how I feel about that one because they clearly use furry yarn. But super cool. I love it. And then here is a picture of it in the film. Isn't it great, guys? I'm really excited. I'm so pleased to have this in my crochet book library. So once more, that is from the films of Harry Potter, the official book of crochet amigurumi. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. Thank you, Moo. And then I had a smidgy bit of the money left. So I just happened to be on Facebook. And I am part of a crochet and knitting group where they permit you to sell things on from your stash. I was just having a little flick through, and there was one post for a couple of books. I think there was like these two crochet ones that I'm going to show you, a couple of knit ones. Then she had like some amigurumi eyes, and then she had a couple of hooks or something, I think. And I thought, this is too much of a bargain. So the Harry Potter book that I've just shown you was brand new, pre-ordered, and came to me on the 10th of October. And these two, they are secondhand, so they are from someone else's stash. They're not brand new, but they are both from Annie's Crochet, and I would find it very tricky to get these books. I have a few in my stash because of Happy Mails and things, but she wanted, I think it was £2.50 for one book, £2 for the other book, and then like £3 for postage. So I think for £7.50 I got these two books, which is amazing. And the first one we're going to briefly look at, but we will look at in more detail, is Annie's Crochet, the go-to book for Irish crochet motifs. 100 plus stunning motifs, edgings and insertions, plus fill-in lace and tips on putting it all together. It's by Catherine White. And I haven't even had a flick through of this one yet, guys. It came today on the day of filming, which is the 11th of October, but that's not the date that you're seeing this. But as you can see, there is lots of variety in this book for us to look at. It says Catherine White has taken lovely vintage Irish crochet motifs as well as her own original designs and has rewritten them in a way that makes sense to the modern day crocheter. This was printed in the USA and brand new in the US. It's $14.95 and in Canada $17.95. So the fact that I got it for £2.50, absolute bargain. Okay, so we are going to just take a quick look now and see what we can discover. Now, this is going to be quite a hard book to show you because all of the motifs are kind of in and amongst a lot of pattern. But I will try and find a couple to show you now. Okay, so we've got the updated Wild Rose here. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay, and then what else can I show you? The 5-layer rose. Gorgeous. What else have we got? We have got Irish crochet sampler for fill-in lace. What else can I show you? Oh, that's pretty. The Rose and Picot Square. Isn't that stunning, guys? And then I'll show you the Rose and Leaves motif from this side of the book as well. Aren't they just so dainty and delicate and gorgeous. So I will look forward to having a good look at this one with you in a future video. But yeah, they use 0 lace weight. I might be using slightly thicker stuff than that. I'm just going to say that, all right? But the go-to book for Irish crochet motifs, secondhand and an absolute bargain. You can't be any fairer than that. And then the other one from the same Facebook seller is Annie's Crochet Animal Amigurumi to Crochet. 8 adorable designs, and it's by Terry Crews. There are some of the gorgeous creations on the back there. I am going to have to give it a little bit of a wipe off. There's a bit of ink and smudging and stuff there, but that's okay. And that is what the front of the book looks like as well. So I'll just show you a couple of these. Well, we're not going to have much to look at in the book, look, because there's only 8 of them in here. So the first one is Simply Cute Elephant. There he is. Adorable. And randomly, one more is flipped and didn't get to stop on a pattern. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to know what it's called. What's it called? Simply Sweet Giraffe. So another lovely little amigurumi book. Go on, one more. You twisted my arm. You twisted my arm. Yes, you did. Teddy bear for hugs. How adorable. Love it, love it, love it. So there we have it. 3 very different but very wonderful books for in-depth book looks and label my library, and for me to just look at and drool all over, to be perfectly honest with you. Now the Annie's Crochet 2 are probably going to be in US design terminology. Let me just check. Yep, that one's US. What about this one? Yep, that one's US as well. Makes sense. It was printed in US. So 2 US terminology and 1 UK terminology, but I am willing to battle through and translate these patterns to my favoured US terminology, because who ain't gonna love Harry Potter crochet? So guys, thank you so very much for joining me today. It is technically an extra video because it is going to be posted on a Friday, but I wanted to get them filmed so that I can get them up on my bookshelf and ready for me to look at a bit more deeply with you and potentially make stuff out of in the near future. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you do come back when we do look at them a little closely later on in the future, and let me know, do you have any of these books? Did you particularly like any of these books? And were you tempted to go and have a look to see if you wanted to purchase one for yourself? Right guys, I'm going to let you get going, and because you're going to be seeing this on a Friday, please do have a wonderful weekend ahead. I hope you stay safe and have lots of fun, or you at least get a little bit of time to do something for you. So until I see you again, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.